A young mother, a chilling voice on the phone, and a disappearance that would turn into a haunting mystery. This is the terrifying true story of Dorothy Jane Scott, a woman who vanished in the blink of an eye, but whose killer kept calling. Today, we dive into one of the most disturbing and still unsolved murder cases in American history. Dorothy Jane Scott was a 32-year-old single mother living in Anaheim, California. She worked as a secretary at a store that sold psychedelic items, lava lamps, incense, and the like. By all accounts, Dorothy was quiet, religious. She didn't party. She didn't date. She spent most of her time with her 4-year-old son Sean. But then, something strange started happening. Dorothy began receiving phone calls at home. Disturbing ones. A man would call her regularly. Sometimes he'd say he loved her. Other times, he'd say he was going to kill her. He claimed he was watching her. He knew where she was, what she was wearing. Once, he told her to come outside. When she did, there was a single dead rose on the windshield of her car. She told her parents. She told her co-workers. She even told the police, but the calls couldn't be traced. On the night of May 28, 1980, Dorothy was at work when a co-worker, Conrad Bostrom, complained of feeling ill. His arm was red and swollen. She and another co-worker, Pam, decided to take him to the hospital. They arrived at the UC Irvine Medical Center. Doctors confirmed it was a black widow spider bite. Around 11 p.m., Conrad was ready to be discharged. Dorothy offered to bring the car around to the front. She walked alone into the dark parking lot. A few minutes later, a car sped past the hospital entrance. Its headlights were on, but no one could see who was driving. It didn't stop. The next morning, Dorothy's white Toyota station wagon was found, burning in an alley about 10 miles away. But Dorothy was gone. No blood, no body, no answers. Then, the phone rang. Dorothy's mother, Vera, answered. A calm male voice said, "Are you related to Dorothy Scott?" She answered yes, and he replied, "I've got her." Then hung up. The calls kept coming every Wednesday. For 4 years. Sometimes he said Dorothy was his. Sometimes that he had killed her. The police tried to trace the calls, but he always hung up too quickly. In August of 1984, 4 years after she vanished, construction workers made a grisly discovery in the Anaheim Hills. Human remains. Near the bones, a turquoise ring and a watch. Stopped at 12:30 a.m., roughly an hour after Dorothy was last seen. Dental records confirmed it. Dorothy Jane Scott had been found. But that wasn't the end. Shortly after the news aired, the phone rang again. The same voice, the same calmness. He asked, "Is Dorothy home?" And then silence. Police had theories. Maybe it was someone she worked with, someone obsessed with her, a stalker. But they never had enough evidence. No suspect, no confession. To this day, no one knows who killed Dorothy Jane Scott or why. Her son Sean was just 4 years old when she disappeared. He grew up never knowing what happened to his mother. And now, more than 40 years later, the mystery remains. A stalker, a phone, a woman who tried to protect her family, and a killer who may still be out there. If you know something, say something, because Dorothy Jane Scott deserves justice. Unsolved, but not forgotten.